Does your dog block your path multiple times when you're walking by? You might not know this, but there are 8 secret reasons why they really do this.
Seriously, you're going to be impressed with number 5 because I've never seen anyone talking about it.
And when you understand number 7, you're going to be able to have a much deeper connection with your dog.
So keep watching, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to the video.
Hey, look at me right now. First up, let's talk about the most common reason. Your dog wants attention, and they want it immediately.
Dogs are incredibly direct communicators. Unlike cats, who might sit quietly and judge you from across the room, dogs are all about making their presence known. When they block your path, they're basically saying, stop everything you're doing and focus on me. And they don't stop there. Many dogs will add sound effects to really drive the point home. Barking, whining, maybe even some dramatic pawing at your leg. It's like they've got a megaphone shouting, "Emergency, human needed here." The solution? Actually pretty simple. Stop for a moment, make eye contact, give them some pets or a kind word. Sometimes that's all they need to feel acknowledged and let you pass.
Please don't leave me. Now, this one hits a bit deeper. If your dog consistently blocks your path when you're heading toward the door, grabbing your keys, or putting on your shoes,
you might be dealing with separation anxiety. This isn't just attention seeking, it's genuine distress about being left alone. Dogs are social animals who form incredibly strong bonds with their humans. To them, you're not just a roommate who feeds them, you're their entire world, their pack. So when they sense you're about to leave, panic sets in. Blocking the door or hallway becomes their desperate attempt to physically stop you from going.
If this sounds like your dog, the solution requires a bit more patience. Work on creating a calm, consistent departure routine.
Don't make a big dramatic goodbye, keep it low-key and matter-of-fact. For more serious cases, professional anti-anxiety training can make a huge difference. Your dog isn't trying to manipulate you, they're genuinely scared and they need your help working through it.
I really need something. Here's where dogs show just how smart they are.
When they need something urgent, like a bathroom break, food, water, or their daily walk, they know exactly how to get your attention. They'll block your path, then do this very specific thing. Stare intensely at you, then look toward what they need, then back at you again.
It's like they're saying, follow my eyes, human. I'm literally showing you what I need. A dog that needs to go outside will block you, stare, then glance at the door.
A hungry dog will do the same routine, but look at their food bowl. It's remarkably effective communication when you learn to read the signs. The best solution here is prevention. Maintain regular routines for walks, meals, and bathroom breaks. When your dog knows it can count on consistent timing, they're less likely to resort to emergency blocking maneuvers. But when they do block you with that urgent stare, take a second to check what they might need. They're trying their best to tell you something important.
I'm in charge here. Finally, let's talk about pack instinct.
Dogs are descended from wolves, and even though your fluffy golden retriever might not look particularly wolfish, those ancestral behaviors are still there. In wild canine packs, leaders control the movement of the group. They decide when to move, where to go, and who goes first.
Some dogs, especially certain breeds with strong working or herding backgrounds, will try to manage their human family the same way.
When they block your path, they might be attempting to organize everyone, keep the pack together, or establish themselves in a leadership role. You might notice them doing this more when family members are scattered around the house or when someone's trying to leave the group. The solution? Consistent, positive obedience training. Your dog needs to understand that while they're a beloved family member, you're the one making the decisions about movement and activities. This isn't about dominance in a harsh way. It's about clear, kind communication that helps your dog feel secure in their role.
So next time your dog blocks your path, take a moment to think about what they might be trying to say.
Because at the end of the day, it's always about connection. We've covered the basics: attention-seeking, separation anxiety, urgent needs, and pack instincts. But there's more to the story. Your dog's path-blocking behavior can reveal even deeper aspects of their personality, emotions, and learned habits. Let's dive into 4 more fascinating reasons why your furry friend keeps getting in your way.
I'm protecting you from that scary thing.
Picture this. You're walking down the hallway when suddenly your dog plants themselves directly in front of you. But this time, something's different. Their body is tense, ears are standing straight up, and they're staring intently at something you might not even notice. Maybe there's a strange noise outside, an unfamiliar visitor at the door, or they've spotted something suspicious in the next room. This is your dog in full guardian mode. They're not just blocking your path, they're creating a physical barrier between you and what they perceive as a potential threat. It's one of the most touching displays of loyalty dogs offer. In their mind, they're the first line of defense, putting themselves between you and danger. The key here is body language. A protective dog looks completely different from a playful or attention-seeking one. Their posture is rigid, their focus is laser sharp, and they're not looking at you for attention, they're monitoring the perceived threat. What should you do? First, acknowledge their alert. They're trying to communicate something important. Then, calmly investigate what's caught their attention. Even if it turns out to be nothing, just the mailman or a car backfiring, your dog was doing their job. Reassure them with a calm voice and confident body language that everything's okay. This builds trust and helps them learn what's actually dangerous versus what's just everyday life.
Come on, let's play.
Now let's flip to the complete opposite energy. Your dog blocks your path, but instead of standing still, they're practically vibrating with excitement. Their front end drops low to the ground while their back end stays high in the air, the classic play bow. Their tail is wagging like a helicopter, and their whole face screams joy. Then, the moment you reach for them, they bolt away and look back at you as if to say, "Ha, chase me." This is the canine equivalent of a kid poking you and running away giggling. This blocking behavior is an invitation, a challenge, and a compliment all rolled into one. Your dog has chosen you as their play partner and is using their body to initiate a game. It's incredibly endearing once you recognize it for what it is. The solution here is simple. If you have time, play with them. Even just a minute or two of chase, tug of war, or fetch can satisfy their need for interaction. If you're genuinely busy, redirect that energy toward appropriate toys or promise them playtime later, and actually follow through. Dogs have surprisingly good memories when it comes to broken play promises.
Excuse me, that's my human.
Here's where things get a little complicated. You're petting another dog, talking to a family member, or cuddling with a partner when suddenly your dog forces themselves directly into the middle of everything. They might physically push the other person or animal aside, wedge themselves between you, or block your path to someone else entirely. This is jealousy and possessiveness in action. Your dog has decided that you belong to them, and they're not interested in sharing your attention. While it might seem cute or funny at first, this behavior can actually become problematic if left unchecked, especially in multi-pet households or families with children. The message is clear. You're my human. Pay attention to me, not them. Dogs are emotional creatures, and just like people, they can feel left out or threatened when they perceive competition for affection. What's the fix? Work on socialization and ensure everyone in the household, both human and animal, gets balanced individual attention. Your dog needs to learn that loving others doesn't mean loving them less. Practice having them wait calmly while you interact with others, then reward them for patient behavior. This teaches them that good things come to dogs who share their humans graciously. Hey, this worked last time. Finally, let's talk about something really important: learned behavior. Dogs are incredibly smart and observant. They're constantly running little experiments. If I do this, what happens? And when something works, when blocking your path gets them treats, attention, walks, or playtime, they file that information away for future use. If every single time your dog blocks your path, you stop and give them what they want, you've essentially trained them to do exactly that. It becomes a reliable strategy, a button they can push whenever they want a specific result. Before you know it, it's a deeply ingrained habit that happens multiple times a day. This isn't manipulation in a negative sense, it's just learning. Dogs repeat behaviors that get rewarded. The solution is being more mindful about when and why you respond to the blocking. Reward your dog when they ask for things appropriately, not when they demand them. Teach them alternative ways to communicate their needs that don't involve becoming a furry roadblock. Understanding why your dog blocks your path transforms frustration into communication.
They're not being difficult. They're talking to you in the only language they have.